Hi, hi, welcome back to a new episode of the Guys Book Club in the World AK Book Club. Yeah! And today has been extremely special episode because today guys on episode number 307. Damn! 307, guys, which is a lot of book. And today, guys, actually today I forgot that I need to record the episode, and I have a short time, so let's just do it really quick. My name is AK, and I'm your host, and the goal of this podcast is to inspire people to work on in English and helping by sharing with you guys my journey, my ups and downs, and will inspire people to do the same to work on English. And guys, if you want to check out this grand background and this end of the world background, you know, you can find it on 321 BAM. You can find it on Good Fun, and this grand background uploaded to Good Fun by Darkset, Darkest. Then you can download if you want to download the picture, just put the like it. If you want to download pictures, just choose the resolution from here. Press download, choose the resolution. Right click on the picture. שמונת משאבים רוצה פיקציה in English and type them in the comment below what in language and none of us need to get from your all on board. Press on it, choose the one to save it on the computer, press save and kabel just like that you will get it again back on the computer. Thank you very much for the artist and thank you very much for Darkest for sharing this great background with us. And today guys we'll continue our journey with a crash sheet by Gary Vaynerchuk. It's about I don't know, entrepreneurship and social media. And if you want to check out this great book, we are turning this description below, including a Gary Vaynerchuk social media account and this great background. So make sure to check it out. And guys, if anyone of you want to podcast, they guys on the podcast show me support. Yeah, we're gonna time with me in English. Just send me a message in down now, and let's make it. And of course, if you have any suggestions for microphones, can improve myself on the podcast, please let me know in the comment below. And guys, if anyone of you know something new for the channel, want to share with us something new that you don't know, of course, feel free to do it in the comment below so all of us can enrich our life next to you. And one thing, guys, before we start, if you enjoy the process, if you enjoy the episode, please consider to support to show support and appreciation by liking the video, sharing it with your friend. Subscribe to the channel, put the notification on each of the extremely exciting episodes I come to you, and you know it's going to be 5 extremely exciting episodes per week. Make sure to do it. So guys, thank you very much, and without any more introduction than that. And if you want to watch the full introduction, just watch the previous episode number 406. So I just forgot that I need to record this episode today. Anyway, guys, today we will continue and crash it by crash it. Why now is the time to cash in on your passion by Gary Vaynerchuk. Chapter 1, Read by the Meat. The legend of one is the man himself. Mr. John, please. Mr. John, please. Mr. John, please. AK, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Page 12 to 17, I think. We're coming back a little bit to 11, just in the end. Title, no excuses. But, Gary, some of you might be saying, my passion isn't something cool and little friendly like wine. I'm into World of Warcraft. I'm obsessed with belly dancing. I regularly piss off my wife because I would rather roll up in the basement with my friends playing cards than do anything else. I want to build a business, but there is no money to be made in that. Plus, I've got rent or a mortgage. Kids and elderly kids and elderly parents, student loans and car payments. Yeah, well, so did Paris Hilton and Zeph Frank and Veronica Belmont, and Ethel Cox and Jessica Morgan. Go for yourself typehead.com. I don't know. Is this? They totally crushed it, and you can too. Do it now. But Gary, someone else might say, have you kept up with the news over the past few years? The economy has taken a beating. A lot of people have lost jobs. Consumers are not spending like they once did, and advertisers are far more conservative than they used to be. I'm reading this book to play ahead. I'm reading this book to plan ahead for the day when I know for sure it's a good time to start a business. It's never a bad time to start a business, unless you're starting a mediocre business. I think economic downturns represents a huge opportunity for everyone to get the focus on and start to crush it. The person who can dominate during rough times is the person who can dominate, period. Oh, I like it. Let's make a motivation quote. I just want to sell it. The person who can, it's from my Instagram, daily motivation quote, TikTok. The person who can dominate during rough times is the person who can dominate, period. Yes, we have seen a lot of people close-up shop in the past years. But if they had offered a relevant and differentiated product or service, they had been adaptable and most of all and known how to sell the story, they wouldn't have had to close. I know that is an unpopular thing to say, but I think once you read further and understand how our culture has changed and what the next generation, whether entrepreneurs or not, needs to do to make its mark, you will agree with me. Booming economics like the ones that recently ended, keep all kinds of businesses afloat that should have sunk a long time ago. Once the winds shift, there is only room left for the best. What kind of business did you plan on starting? A mediocre one or one that is kick-ass? You know the right answer. Follow the suggestions laid out in this book, and your business will be standing and profitable for as long as you want it to be. Plus, you will have achieved more professional happiness than you ever imagined. Maybe you are out of work and you are thinking you might dabble DABBLE with some of the ideas in this book every day after you send out your resume and make a few calls. The traditional resume, by the way, is about to become obsolete, OBSESOLET, but more on that later. Tell me this, though. Did you jump up every morning eager to go to the job you lost? If not, why are you looking for another one just like it? You have an unbelievable opportunity. Use all this extra time you have to reinvent yourself or follow a totally different path from the one you were on before. Maybe one where the only thing at the end isn't a costume and engraved watch that reads, "Thanks for your service." And the surf and the turf farewell dinner to send you off into retirement. You can do better so long as you are willing to live and breathe your passion. Do that, and you will no longer differentiate between your work life and your personal life. You will just live and love doing it. As for those of you still employed, even happily employed, this book is for you too. Mark my words. If you want to stay relevant and competitive in the coming years, I don't care if you're in sales, tech, finance, publishing, journalism, even planning business, even planning, event planning, business development, retail, service, you name it. You will still need to develop and grow your personal brand. Everyone needs to start thinking of themselves as a brand. It is no longer an option. It is a necessary. It is a necessity. We said it in 2009. So, my DNA made me want to start businesses and go big and bold and conquer the world and crash the competition and buy the New York Jets. And there are a lot of you reading this book who see what I've done and think, yeah, that is awesome. I've got a lot to share with you. But if that is not you, I think I can still help you out. Maybe your DNA is totally different from mine. You just want to live comfortably, provide for your loved ones, prepare for the future, and not worry too much. You are set. The average US salary is around 40 to 50K a year. You can earn doing a job you love or a job you hate. Please choose love. Of course, money and security matters, and I'm very aware that many people live paycheck to paycheck. Let me reiterate that the process I'm going to be talking about takes a lot of time, effort, and focus, but not a lot of dollars, if any. That, my friends, is a game changer. Everyone has a shot, not just those with extra cash. Learn to live your passion, and you will have all the money you need, plus total control over your own destiny. That is a pretty comfortable place to be, wouldn't you say? Title, this means you. What if you just don't have a hard business instinct? Don't worry. Skills are cheap. Passion is priceless. If you are passionate about your content and you know it and do it better than anyone else, even with a few formal business skills, you have the potential to create $1 million business. Here is why. Let's say you love to fish, and you happen to know a lot about worms. In fact, you are embraced at how much you like worms and like to talk about worms. But there is no way you can make money on worms, right? Wrong. You can use the internet to build a platform where you can talk about worms to your arts content. Passion is contagious. If you channel it into creating amazing content and distribute that content using the social media tools I discussed in this book. Someone like me who works at business development will eventually find it and become a fan. The day I hear you say that you can use a particular kind of worm to catch 80% more bass than you might otherwise, I'm going to seize the business opportunity and contact you. Together, we create an online show or a written blog or an audio podcast around your passion to reach the fishing marketplace, $1 billion industry. We launch the content, and people are immediately drawn to you. We build a community by capitalizing on all the social media tools and techniques at our disposal. We work as many hours as possible, and the next thing we know, we have the biggest fishing law company in the country asking to advertise on our site. From there, we start building board of mouth and opening up more revenue streams, and catching. Your passion for worms is in tandem with my passion for biz dev, eventually result in a business that crushes it. Thanks to the accessibility and the reach of social media and the zero cost, anyone can do this. Salesman Steve, who worked selling for a blockbuster, needs to find one man stand, to need one man stand, the Fellini fan, and build $1 million movie review business. Join Jogger, chronicles your marathon training needs to find a marketer, Marvin, and create a running blog that kills it and attracts Nike as a sponsor. There is room for everyone in the world of social media, which is the same thing, the saying that there is room for everyone in today's business world. Title: Social media equal business, period. Everybody wins in those scenarios. Still enjoying might seem like they are big winners because they are enjoying some fame. Yet off in the back room. If Steve and Marvin are living their passion, believe me, they are rocking that party hard. In fact, for all the bad fame and the national TV appearances and coverage I have received, it's behind the scenes brand building that has given me more happiness than anything else. Maybe you're reading this and thinking, cool, I'm a business person. I don't have to think about my passion. I just have to find someone else who is passionate and use their content to create a business. Maybe. If you are passionate, your true blue passion isn't business, isn't business development and marketing and sales. You need to figure out what it is and do that instead. Otherwise, you will fail. If you do have the passion for biz dev, however, you might not need a partner at all. I didn't. Title: It's up to you. The messages in this book are timeless. You do what makes you happy. Keep it simple. Do the research. Work hard. Look ahead. Remember that when I started the Wine Library TV in 2006, Facebook was still a college play. I didn't want to be the creepy guy peddling wine to underage kids, so I couldn't use it to bring an audience to my online show. Twitter had just been born, and no one knew what it was. Once those social networking platforms catch on with the general population, however, I was all over them and knew how to make them work for me. But they only accelerated my success. They didn't create it. Keep that in mind as you start to put your dreams and plans into action. The tools we are going to discuss in this book will spread your ideas and give your personal brand more traction in far less time and for far less money than you might have been able to do otherwise. But they are only as powerful as the person who uses them. There is a power. The power is also only as strong as the most recent incarnation. Technology and innovation and consumer demand are working together at such a friend-sized pace that by the time you read this book, some of the capabilities and reach of those platforms will have already changed. regardless of what changed, or regardless of what changes we see in the little details in the user interface or individual features of those tools, they won't affect the big picture. You can pimp your ride, but that doesn't change the essence of how you travel in your car. Those tools will take you to your audience, where you can follow them, reach out, and make them listen. I can show you how to use social media to plant a garden or build a whole new house. Some of you want to be mayor of the world damn city, and I can help you get them. But no matter how modestly, or high you set your sights, you have to keep tending and adjusting and making improvements once I'm gone. No matter how successful you get, you cannot slack off, or the grass is going to grow. The paint is going to peel, and the roads will start to crumble. Stop hustling, and everything you learn here will be useless. Your success is entirely up to you. Damn, that's hard. Turn water into wine. Here's the ideal. Here's the deal. If you want it badly enough, the money is there, the success is there, and the fulfillment is there. All you have to do is take it. So quit whining, quit crying, quit. So quit whining, quit crying, quit with the excuses. If you already have a full-time job, you can get a lot done between 7 p.m. and 2 a.m. Damn. 9 p.m. to 3 p.m. if you have got kids. So learn to love working during those random hours. I promise it won't be hard if you are doing what you love more than anything else. I don't care if your passion is debilitating, abandoned ferrets. If you learn to tap into everything the digital world has to offer, you can turn water into wine. You can transform what you love into a legacy building business that makes a crap load of money and still be true to yourself. Ultimately, this book is not about making $1 million, although it just might help you do that. It's about ensuring your own happiness by enabling you to live every day passionately and productively. Business is not just about making money. And if you think it is, you are broken. If you're already familiar with the social marketing tools we will discuss in this book, I hope you will pay attention to the big picture. It's too easy to forget what really matters once you are digging deep in those trenches. Learn to navigate the digital waters of social marketing to build a business and to promote a personal brand based around what you love most. And you will only be limited by how far you want to stay. Social media tools, Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, and all the rest are modern day galleons that will carry you to the new world, allowing you to share your passion, differentiate yourself from your competitors, and deliver your brand to the broadest possible audience. My secret to success is just one guy's way of doing things. Of course, but do things my way, adapted to what works for your DNA, of course, and total happiness is yours. Damn, Gary. And guys, guess what? This is the end of the episode. And I really hope that you like it. And tomorrow, guys, we're going to start chapter 2. Success is in your DNA. And it's really a going book, more motivational. And I hope that we learn some nice techniques in the book. And I really enjoy it. So, guys, I can't wait to see you all tomorrow, guys. You and the family and everyone. For the next episode, extremely exciting episode of the greatest book club in the world. Until then, take care of yourself. Have a great time, man. Bye-bye. So guys, today it's Monday, 7 on March, on 7 on March, and 2022, and time now it's 20:27. Now I need to go. We need to have work. יאללה, יום שני, 7/3/2022, שעכשיו 8:27, אז שכחתי גם שאני צריך לעשות, הלכתי לנוח איזה שעה, כי אני הולך עכשיו לעבוד מאוד עם זקי ועם דברים. עבודה שלכם, שכחתי לגמרי שיש לי את השלב הזה, זיכרתי אותם, אבל זה שהספר זה כזה קליל וכיפי, אז פשוט אהבתי את זה, ויאללה, הולך להיפגש איתם בפרעות.